we appreciate you guys taking the time to come out and support local theater and support the future of local theater. Oh, and sorry, excuse me. And I feel like we're, I'm really truly pleased that we have a great show.
Yeah, well, that's just the curse of the Skies play. Doesn't do it in the curse.
Well, I mean, everything that the kids say is true about the curse in the play as far as the history of the curse, but I don't think it's been that bad.
No. How about the day of the sex? Oh, the program. Listen, how about the program? The terrible thing with forgetting all the people that Sarah Sackman especially that have done so much behind the scenes.
I don't think so, because then I can't get to the
backstage who helped with so much backstage, and we really want to recognize her. She's not in the program.
Yeah, Sarah Sackman actually did most of the makeup and actually pulled other actors aside and taught them how to do makeup as well. And then she actually ended up filling in for a role in the play when we lost somebody else.
Oh, and the other problem with the program, everybody see Christina Day on the program? There's no Christina Day. I don't know how she got in there. The only thing with Christina Day is it's really Carolyn Morey. And if Carolyn would please stand up. Is she here tonight? She was here last night. She might not be. She was here.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Carolyn was here with her daughter, Kyla, Day for an entire Saturday from about 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. without stopping for a break, and pretty much built our entire set. So it was pretty dedicated.
Well, one good thing is, though, we were blessed with the presence of Kim Sackman and Charlotte Apple. If they could stand, they have been absolutely indispensable.
Yeah, Charlotte. So Charlotte and Kim have actually been here at every single rehearsal and have worked on costumes, they've done makeup, they've ran and picked up things from Walmart for us. If you can think of it, and we needed it, they did it. So we very much appreciate you.
Oh, you know, one good thing that did happen. We probably have the best stage crew we have ever had, ever, out of 20 years of doing this. So I would like the stage crew to come out and take that. They have been...
And actually, you know, you might be onto something with that curse because you actually remember when the set fell down?
Oh, that's right. We were putting the set up, and Mr. Holland pulled a few of his kids in from the cafeteria to put up some of the flats in the back. It was really a pretty easy job. We've never really had too much trouble with that. But they did such a good job that not only did they get it upright, but they also pushed it right over again on the people in front of it and flattened about 6 other kids. Never happened before.
They were foam board. It wasn't, nobody got hurt. We were throwing plywood on top of kids. Well, you know, and the other thing with the curse actually is last night during our performance, the
Some of you
lights,
might remember this.
The lights went out during the performance.
Yes.
We were under the assumption that the stage crew turned off the lights mid-performance on accident and then flipped them back on, when in reality, the lights just went out. Back on in the middle of us performing Macbeth. So.
Also, which thank goodness somebody mentioned it tonight, just came on in the middle of it. This floor is, somebody might have said it sounded like the crickets chirping.
Yes.
Well, it's really the floor in the backstage. Just came on, never has come on in the evening because the computer system had to shut off. Not only for the weekend, but for the evenings as well. So that just didn't make sense.
Well, and we're kind of hoping that Chris doesn't catch up with us in the way that we leave the auditorium tonight. I know that there's concessions, and that's wonderful. And actually, we want to thank Lynn Swaney. Lynn Swaney, if you were in here, could you stand, please? No? Okay, so Lynn's probably out actually working. But Lynn actually organized all of the parent volunteers and actually organized the concessions last year and this year for us, and so we just wanted to thank her as well.
And we're asking you, as a favor to our custodians, to please pick up as much as you can of your litter as you leave, and please not try to spill anything. Please don't spill anything as much as you can. Please don't spill anything. And if we could pick up that after all, or the first one will get us.
And we are trying to keep this short. I apologize. I know we got late start. But last night we went until about 9 o'clock. So anybody who needs a ride, probably call your parents. That's about how late we're going to go. But one way we can shorten that is with intermission. We're going to cut that down to 15 minutes. And then the issue that we have is with concessions. People are still in the concession line when we're wanting to start the second act. So if you would like to get concessions during intermission, please do your best to get to the concession line as quickly as possible and get your beverages and food and then come sit back down so we can get started, because I really don't want to keep you here any later. And as far as the curse goes, do you remember that we had about 21 cases of flu during the performance?
Yeah, and we went through 3 Macbeths. 3 Macbeths. And that's pretty typical if you listen to the curses later on.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Oh boy, I finally get to do the newscast. I'm so ready! Then the red light comes on and you read from the teleprompter. I know, I've watched newscasts before. You try to sound relaxed and natural, but I can't wait. I want to be on there ever since I was a freshman. Everyone's a little nervous until they get used to it. I've been watching Katie Couric for years. Casual, yet professional, reassuring, intelligent. Emily, this is the morning announcements for Bram Stoker High School. Not the CBS Evening News. But this could be getting my career! Ha! What career? Broadcast journalism! First the high school announcements, then I'll study communications in college. I'll get a job at a major news network. They'll realize my potential, and one day, Katie Couric can't make it to work. She has car trouble, or maybe she's a bad seafood. They'll say, Emily, you step in. The next thing you know, I'll have my own show. I'll rise to the top of the ratings. I'll win an Emmy, then a Pulitzer Prize. You know you're delusional, don't you? Well, everyone has to start somewhere. When I'm receiving that Kinney Center Award, I'll thank all the little people at Bram Stoker High School. Whatever. We're on in 3, 2, 1, we're live. Good morning, Bram Stoker High School. This is, well, go on, Emily. Just read the teleprompter. Everybody's watching you. Everybody? Watching? Yes, just read the announcements. Announcements? You know, class schedules, clubs, yearbook photos. It's all right there in front of you. Right in front of me are yearbook photos! Well, this isn't going to work. Cut! Why don't you go work on that acceptance speech you'll give at the Emmys? I'll do the morning announcements later. Okay, Troy, this is our first day at a new school. Please promise me you'll behave.
I always behave.
You know what I mean. Just no creepy stuff.
What? Creepy stuff? Jessica, what are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Ghosts, spirits, all that junk you're obsessed with.
I can't help it if I'm gifted.
You're not gifted, Troy. You're creepy.
You just think I'm creepy because I can sense the spirit world.
No, I think you're creepy because you're creepy.
That abandoned building near our old house was overrun with paranormal activity. I was on the verge of uncovering a mystery.
It was overrun with rats and cockroaches, and you were caught trespassing?
Well, it was for a good cause. Someone was murdered in that building. I could feel their spirit reaching up to me. I was about to contact the producers of Paranormal Discovery.
Oh, you need to stop watching that paranormal disappointment.
Jessica, it's Paranormal Discovery.
Whatever.
And it's only the coolest show on the Weird World Network.
That is the worst channel in the whole world. It makes the public access channel look like the History Channel. Troy. We have a new school now. Please don't embarrass me again. Keep the creepy stuff to yourself.
Here we go again.
Oh, boy.
Good morning, students. As you know, in addition to teaching English, I also direct the fall and spring productions for the drama department. Excuse me! Are any of you paying attention?
Yes,
Yeah. Thank you. We have 2 new students today, Jessica and Troy. Students, I believe you two are twins, and your family just moved to town.
Yes.
Welcome to Paranormal High School. I'm Mrs. Lear. You may take the empty seats near the door. This semester, we are going to be reading one of my favorite plays, Macbeth by William Shakespeare. Why? Because it's a great play!
Last year, they told us Romeo and Juliet was a great play. Yeah, right.
That is a great play.
I don't see what's so great about it. It's kind of like a soap opera.
And it was really hard to read.
And it was depressing.
Seriously.
Did we read something that actually makes sense?
Macbeth makes sense. It's about blind ambition, greed, insanity. The protagonist changes from a noble hero into a murderer.
That sounds like an episode of Law and Order.
I suppose Macbeth would make a good plot for a crime show. But in addition to murder and insanity, it has something else.
What?
It's supernatural.
Really?
And it has a curse.
What curse?
You'll have to find out.
Excuse me, but do people actually produce plays by Shakespeare?
Well, they did do Romeo and Juliet at my old school. It was really funny. But I don't think it was supposed to be.
Macbeth doesn't receive a lot of high school productions.
Why not?
It's kind of gruesome.
Cool. Come on. I want to hear more about the supernatural.
Troy, not now, please.
Let's begin. Act 1, Scene 1, the moors of Scotland, thunder, lightning, rain. 3 witches known as the Weird Sisters are stooped over a cauldron.
What's a cauldron? It's a flower. What's incarnation? A cauldron is a big black pot that hangs over fire. People cook stuff in it.
Correct. These witches are cooking up a little bit of magic for Macbeth. When shall we three meet again, and thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won, that shall be the air, set of sun.
What's hurly-burly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a commotion or disturbance. These witches are planning to meet Macbeth and cause something very disturbing to happen to him.
Well, why? What are they going to do?
They're going to mess with his life. The witches have familiars, or attending spirits. For the first witch, a cat. For the second, a toad. The third witch has a familiar, but we're not told who or what it is. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through fog and filthy air. Then they disappear. Huh.
Well, that's pretty cool.
In all of my years as a television executive, this has got to be the worst excuse network I have ever, and I mean ever seen. And trust me, I've worked for some pretty bad networks.
Yes, Miss Karloff.
Like the fast food network, for example. How many shows can you make about guys ordering burgers and fries?
Not many, Miss Karloff.
Or how about the glamorous life of the plumbing network? How many times will a normal person sit down and watch a guy unclog toilets?
Not many, Miss Karloff.
You know what? I thought when I was named president of the Weird World Network, I'd at least have a show that was interesting. But are our shows interesting?
Well, some of them may qualify as interesting if the viewer is easily entertained.
Every show is the same. Paranormal Challenge, Paranormal World. Oh, and don't forget your stupid little paranormal discovery.
Well, and Paranormal Jeopardy.
Oh yeah, the Jeopardy. I mean, how could I? It's not like they sued us or anything. But oh wait, they did! Remember? We had to take it off the air.
But it was interesting.
No, it wasn't. It was awful. And so are the rest of our shows.
I don't understand. people love paranormal stuff.
How many times do I have to explain this to you? Every show is the same. Someone finds a haunted building, or ship, or cave. A crew of paranormal investigators goes in and tries to contact spirits. The show ends with them running around looking ridiculous and saying maybe they made contact and maybe not.
Well, I mean, the spirit world can be a little camera shy.
I want to see a show with real ghosts.
Real ghosts?
Yes! I want to see some real ghosts on Paranormal Discovery, or I'm canceling the show. And you two can find a job at the convenience store or the car wash.
How are we supposed to find real ghosts?
I don't know. Maybe we run an ad or hold a contest or something.
Ghosts don't read ads.
Well, people who encounter ghosts do.
Fine, we can try it. I just don't want to go back to the convenience store.
Stay, you imperfect creatures. Tell me more. But the witches vanish into thin air, leaving Macbeth and Banquo to think about their predictions. Macbeth to be Thane of Cawdor and then King of Scotland, and Banquo's sons to be kings. Now, the witches have planted a seeds of greed and corruption that will lead to the tragic downfall of Macbeth. And that's all the time we have for today. Please read the rest of Act 1.
Wait, but what about the curse?
Extra credit for information on the curse.
Way to go, Troy.
What did I do?
You were weird.
How was I weird?
You were hanging on to every single word Mrs. Lear read.
Well, it was interesting, especially the witches.
Look, Troy, I want to fit in here. I don't want to be the girl whose twin brother is the class weirdo. So, Lauren, I'm thinking about making the morning announcements like a talk show.
A talk show? All you're supposed to do is read the announcements.
Well, what if I interviewed people? There must be some interesting people around here. Students, teachers, the lady who runs the lunchroom. You know she drives a Corvette.
Emily, I don't think you're cut out for the morning announcements. I mean, do you remember what happened this morning?
Oh, just a little itty-bitty teeny tiny bit of stage fright. I'm over it now. Hey, look, it's those new students. I'm gonna go find out about them.
You gotta freak them out.
So, what's it like to be new?
Excuse me?
You know, walk into a strange place where you don't know anyone and have everyone stare at you.
What she means is, welcome to Bram Stoker High School.
Yes. Hang on. Aren't you that one girl from the morning announcements?
Yes, I'm Emily. I want to bring the human interest angle to the morning announcement.
First of all, you have to act more like a human and not a frightened deer.
So, how's your first day at Bram Stoker High School? Well, I guess it's going okay, but there is that really lame play we have to read for English class. Can you believe the school board chose spiders as their mascot?
I think it's kind of cool.
Don't talk, Troy. And plus, don't you think going to a football game and cheering for a bunch of ugly insects is embarrassing?
Oh, they're not insects, they're arachnids.
No one cares, Troy. Wait. Well, I know what's the difference.
Arachnids are segmented bodies divided into two regions. The interior bears 4 pairs of legs with no antennae. So less segmented to one leg. The horizontal 3 pairs of legs want to be branches with wings both energetic. You know, I think it's pretty cool that they named this school after Bram Stoker.
No. This school was named after two former presidents, Mrs. Bram and Dr. Stoker.
So, it wasn't named after the writer?
Wait, what writer are you thinking of?
Bram Stoker! The guy who wrote Dracula!
Dracula! On, Troy, we're going to be late for history. Listen, it was really nice talking to you two. Please don't repeat anything my brother said. You just can't keep your mouth shut, can you? So, what do you think? Interviews on the morning announcement.
I think you're crazy. But Troy is kind of interesting.
During a Walmart that is believed to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. The store is closed and the only one's here, as far as we know. Now with me is store manager Betty Bunch. Miss Bunch, what can you tell us about the mysterious aisle 4?
That's where we keep the hair care products. Something's always falling off those shelves and make a big old mess all over the floor.
Now, how often do these products hit the floor?
A couple times a week.
Do you think there's a paranormal presence at work in the store?
Well, of course. Well, that we need to replace some of those shelves.
Can you tell us what happened that night?
Well, I thought I was the last one in the store. Doors were locked. The employees had left, but set the alarm when I had all this commotion. Oh, I was scared to death. I called the police, and when they arrived, we slowly, very, very, very slowly made our way down aisle 4.
And what did you find?
Oh, it was awful! Shampoo, conditioner, mousse, hairspray, all over the place. Oh, sweet, it looked like a war zone.
This sounds like the work of a very angry spirit.
Yes, that's what I contacted y'all right away.
And we're glad you did. You might just save our jobs. Was it the spirit of an angry customer with bad hair? Did something terrible happen in aisle 4? Something nobody knows about. We're here to find out. Louise and our team of paranormal investigators are wandering aisle 4 for any sign of activity. Where are the investigators?
They're across the street at the donut shop.
Oh, did you hear that?
Oh, just like before!
Oh, spirit, let us know you're present. Quick, Louise, go to aisle 4. Get the footage.
I'm not going over there.
Why not?
Scary?
Even our trained paranormal investigator has never felt so strong a presence. Something's happening in aisle 4. Let's take a look. Wow, this is tense. I can feel the activity in the air. Oh, spirit, let us know you're present. Let us hear your voice. He's heading your way. Did you hear that? A voice clearly said, I'm heading your way. I'm going to end for this. Suddenly, all is quiet. What does it mean? Is the visitation over? Or is the worst it's to come?
What's that?
Well, it's a raccoon. He made a hole in the ceiling with his profile.
We're taken to a location out near that high school and letting him go. Is that latch loose?
Did you say something?
No.
I could have sworn you said something.
It doesn't matter anyways. You know, I wonder if that raccoon's single couldn't police found.
The police.
Oh, yes. The night I called y'all, as soon as I hung up the phone, they caught a raccoon. Why didn't you tell us it was a raccoon? Oh, sweet, you didn't ask. I mean, I don't think it's any reason to be mad. You know, it could be a spirit working through the raccoon.
Yeah, or it could be like a large rodent that made a hole above the shampoo shelf. Tune in next time for another exciting episode of Paranormal Discovery. Remember, if you have a paranormal encounter, contact us. Might just be the last, next episode of Paranormal Discovery. Guys, I'm going to get it done now.
I memorized the morning announcements. And what are you going to say? The French Club has a bake sale. The yearbook staff will meet in the library. And this Friday, our fighting chance will be up against the Havaners of Paranormal High School. But you know, I really think interviews would make it more authentic. I can ask thoughtful questions everyone wants to ask, like, how are things in France? How many times will I get my photo in the yearbook? Are the Javelinas going to stomp their trenches like they do every year?
You can make it more authentic later. For today, just try to remember 3 things, okay? French club, yearbook staff, and football game.
But it's just too easy. I'm really up for a challenge.
Just try to sound relaxed and natural. Got it?
Of course I got it.
You want in 3, 2, 1, relax.
Good morning, Red Soaker High School. This is, well, I'm,
Emily?
Emily, right. Emily, I have 3 names, Zia. Don't say anything in class today, Troy. I really think I made some friends, and I don't want you to scare them off. Hey, are you even listening to me? Troy! Hey, Troy!
Oh, yeah, give me a second. I'm finishing Macbeth. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe that they let us read stuff like this in school. Oh, and the curse? I was so into it last night that I forgot to watch Paranormal Discovery.
Did you watch Paranormal Discovery last night?
Oh, yeah, actually I did. It really had me going for a while. Well, what happened?
Oh, something was knocking all the haircut parts off the shelves at Walmart. It was really scary. For a while.
Did they get the ghost on film?
No, actually, they got a raccoon in a cage.
What?
Good morning, students. May I have your attention, please?
Yes, ma'am.
How many of you finished reading Act 1? Oh, no! Excellent. What can you tell us about it, Troy?
Well, you see, the witches get together during a storm and decide they're going to meet Macbeth, who's just won a big battle against North. Well, Macbeth and his friend Banquo are walking home one day when all of a sudden the witches appear. They tell Macbeth that the King of Scotland is going to make him the Thane of Chowder.
Thane of Hodor, Troy.
Oh, Hodor. Right.
Okay.
Well, anyway, then he'll be the King of Scotland. They also tell Banquo his sons will be kings. Well, then they disappear. So Macbeth starts thinking about how great it would be to be king when the real king, Duncan, declares Macbeth a hero and names him the Thane of Chowder.
Connor!
Oh, Connor, right. Well, the real King Duncan has already named his own son Malcolm to be the next king. So, slight problem there. Well, Lady Macbeth finds out about the witch's predictions and decides her husband is too much of a wuss to do anything right. So, she invites Duncan for a sleepover at the castle, and after dinner they all get to hang. Well, she makes sure that Duncan's guards have a little too much partying, and after that, it's just a simple matter of hugging her husband and sneaking into Duncan's room and stabbing him with some daggers.
Very good, Troy. May I take your seat?
But wait,
No,
there's
Troy.
more. Of course. Well, you see, Macbeth sneaks into Duncan's room and stabs him, but he gets so freaked out by what he's done that he forgets to leave the daggers so that they'll be found next to Duncan's body.
Couldn't they get fingerprints and DNA off the weapons?
Really? This is the 11th century. I don't think they know about DNA or fingerprints. Anyway, they find Duncan's body, and they blame his guards.
And you're not too.
Well, yes, ma'am. I read the whole play.
Excellent, Troy. But let's enact one for today.
Okay?
They
Just can't keep quiet, can you?
Oh, and after I finished reading, I looked up the curse. Now, that is something.
Mrs. Lear, is it possible for a sister to divorce her brother so they're not related anymore?
Paranormal High School is fairly new, isn't it?
Well, yes. We've been in existence for 5 years.
I have to tell you, Principal, we're impressed. I think you have a very good shot at the National High School Achievement Award.
An award? I could really use a national award.
School, Principal Wolf.
Of course, I hear that.
You have a strong faculty, and your student test scores are good.
Yes. I'm quite proud of our faculty and students and parents and our excellent support group. And we have a very nice parking lot too.
How was your athletics department?
Oh, well, we have an excellent athletics department. The Fighting Tarantulas, our football team, are undefeated of this year. Of course, they haven't played any games yet. And Javelinas of Habanero High School always beat them. And so do all the other teams. But so far, they're undefeated.
What about the arts?
Oh, well, we have an art teacher, and she teaches her students how to draw all kinds of things. There's flowers, and bottles, and faces, and stick figures.
I mean the performing arts. Band, orchestra, chorus.
Alicia doesn't like to march around, though. They like to stay in one place. I think it's hard on the cellos. Our chorus sings all kinds of beautiful songs, and our theater department under Mrs. Lear puts on all kinds of amazing shows. There's comedies in the fall and musicals in the spring. Last year they did one on the state of Oklahoma. I missed it because of a principal's conference, but I heard it was amazing. My grandparents were from Oklahoma.
It's important that our national student award high schools be well-rounded. Math, science, English, athletics, the fine arts.
I believe you'll find this quite round, Dr. Cordelia. I mean, well-rounded out. What I'm trying to say is we have all that stuff.
I'll be making some unannounced visits throughout the school year. Good luck, Principal Wolf. Keep up the good work.
Oh, a national award. I could really use a national award.
Away in mock the tide with fairest show, false face was tied, false heart doth know, and with that Macbeth has made his decision. He will commit a terrible act of violence in order to become king. On a lighter note, did any of you find any information on the person Macbeth? What can you tell us about it?
Well, there was a real Scottish king named Macbeth who lived in the 11th century. But Shakespeare invented the story. He wrote it for James I. There was also a real bankroll, and James was supposed to be one of his descendants.
What does that have to do with the curse?
James was interested in witches. He even wrote a book about them. Shakespeare really wanted to trust him, so he supposed to include real witches spells. When the real witches found out what was in the play, they thought Shakespeare was making fun of them. So they put a curse on it.
That sounds really, lame.
Not lame. And how does the curse work exactly?
Whenever anyone performs a play, or even says the word Macbeth in a theater, something terrible happens.
Yes. King James didn't really like the play, so it wasn't performed much in Shakespeare's time. But at a performance in Amsterdam in 1672, someone slit Macbeth a real dagger. The actor played Macbeth dying on stage. Jonathan,
In 1712, there was no man sitting in the audience watching production of Macbeth. Saw one of his friends backstage, and he thought he should get up and walk across the stage and have a conversation. The actors ran him out of the theater, and he got so mad that he naturally came back and burned it down.
I've heard that one. Dino,
In 1849, a riot broke out in the New York theater. Half the crowd loved the actor playing Macbeth, and half the crowd hated him. And guess what happened next? 23 protesters were killed.
yes.
I read that President Abraham Lincoln was supposedly reading Macbeth the day he was assassinated.
Heard that too. Sato,
In the 1930s, a famous actress died right before she was about to go on stage as Lady Macbeth. They hung a portrait of her backstage, and whenever they performed Macbeth, the portrait fell off the wall.
Roast.
Finally! Anyway, a director named Orson Welles directed a version of Macbeth that Haiti called Voodoo Macbeth. A critic gave it a terrible review, and that under very mysterious circumstances, like someone was stabbing pins in a voodoo doll. In the 1940s, the actors playing Duncan and two of the witches died on the raid of the theater. And in the same production, Lady Macbeth fell off the stage during the sleepwalking scene.
Okay, this has gone far enough. Surely you guys are making this stuff up. There was a production in Bermuda in the 1950s. Charlton Heston was playing Macbeth, and somebody in the wardrobe department thought soaking his tights in kerosene would be a good way to get them clean.
They were using torches, and a gust of wind came up, and Macbeth was on fire.
the unmentionable, or the unspeakable.
Or you could say that play.
Is this serious? I might just have to give this Macbeth thing a chance. Now, Mrs. Lear,
Yes.
don't you direct plays every year?
Yes. A comedy in the fall and a musical in the spring.
Have you ever given thought to a Scottish play?
No. I don't think it would go over well with our audiences.
Wait a minute. We can read Macbeth, but not perform it.
I didn't say you couldn't perform it, so you'll direct it. Didn't say that either. It's really gruesome and bloody, and it would not go over well with our audiences.
But it's by Shakespeare. That makes all the blood and violence okay.
It would be a great educational opportunity. Would you guys be interested in doing a production of Macbeth?
Yes!
Would you audition?
Yes!
I have always wanted to direct a Shakespeare play, but I always thought I'd do a comedy. You know, Much Ado About Nothing, or Midsummer Night's Dream. I'd never thought about Macbeth, but I will think about it.
You weirdo! What did I do? You made people want to be in Macbeth. Did you do some kind of magic or a spell or something?
I just read the play. It's really good, Jessica.
Troy, you're now the official school outcast. No one, and I mean absolutely no one, will have anything to do with you after this.
Hey, Troy, I love Macbeth.
Oh, thank you.
You did? I saw it in London last year. Weird thing is, right before the play was about to start, the actor playing Macbeth had to go to the hospital. And the actor playing Ross, who was the understudy, had to step in and do the entire first act in the Ross costume.
What was wrong with the actor who went to the hospital?
That's the weird part. There was nothing wrong with him. One minute he was all curled up in a ball, acting like he was about to die, and the next he was totally fine. He went on the next night. But anyway, are you on your way to history?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! Excuse me, but the official school outcast, we'll see you later. Let's go, ladies.
Oh my God, Jessica, your brother's really cute! No, he's not!
Have even the slightest idea how absolutely horrible that last show was.
Which show was that, Miss Karloff?
Need I remind you? The cleanup on aisle 4 show. And to think I thought the haunted taco stand was bad. But this is out without one single doubt the very worst show we've ever aired.
Well, I mean, it was going pretty well until the end.
Well, then answer me this. Why on earth couldn't you have ended it before the animal control officers brought out that raccoon?
I told the artist why I ended. I just don't think they were listening.
This is the Weird World Network, not Comedy Central. You two have one, and I mean one more chance to produce a decent show. And by decent, I mean something that has the supernatural in it.
Well, raccoons are part of nature, so it makes it natural. We just haven't gotten the super part yet.
Shut up. This next show had better be good, or you two are history.
Is there any response to our ads yet?
Oh, yeah. We received from advertisements for our low-interest credit cards and satellite TV. And the haunted taco stand guy wants us to come back. He thinks the spirit that haunts his restaurant is a former customer of heartburn.
I am never going back there. That place gave me heartburn and I didn't eat anything.
Well, there has to be some place we haven't discovered.
Well, if we don't find something soon, we'll be back at the convenience store serving slushies.
Oh, but I love slushies!
Shut up!
I can do it, Lauren!
No, you can't. I can do a lot of things, Emily, but you cannot do the morning announcements.
Please, please.
trick, Homer?
I'll do it, but it won't be right.
Okay, one last try.
You won't regret it, I promise!
Let's just practice, okay? Look at the teleprompter. Read it.
Good morning, Paranormal High School. This is your name with the morning announcement.
You say your name.
Okay, your name!
Say Emily.
Emily! Today the math will mean the lunchroom. The chess will mean the library. Miss Leah will all just for Macbeth on the stage.
Good. Now in 3, 2, 1, relax.
Good morning, Paranormal High School. This is my name. Math will mean the chess will on the stage for Macbeth. There, I told you I could do it.
We're still on, Emily.
We are?
We're on until I say cut.
Well, aren't you going to say cut?
I think I'll just leave it there.
Wait, don't leave me here!
Whoa! This is an auditorium. Jeez.
Yes. Welcome, students. As you know, in addition to... No, that's not right. I'm sorry. Anyways, welcome, students. We're going to perform one of Shakespeare's greatest tragedies. The language may not be familiar at first, but you'll catch on as you learn your lines. Let's read through Act 2, Scene 2. Macbeth has murdered Duncan. He returns to Lady Macbeth, and he's horrified by what he's done. And he forgets to leave the daggers he used next to Duncan's body, so his guards forget the flames. He cannot bring himself to go back to Lady Macbeth's room, go back to Duncan's room, so Lady Macbeth takes him back for him. I need the Macbeths, please.
I have done the deed. Did thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did you not speak?
Yes. Who lies in the second chamber?
Donald, babe.
This is a sorry sight.
Mrs. Lear, it just got really cold in here.
It must be the air conditioning.
Yeah, right. It feels like a deep freezer.
Just keep going.
There's one did laugh in her sleep, and one cried murder. That they did wake each other, but they said their prayers and addressed themselves again to sleep.
Mrs. Lear, I'm freezing.
My teeth are chattering so hard I can barely say the lines.
Stand with the custodian.
Mrs. Lear, this is really weird.
It is weird, but I'm sure there's an explanation, even though I can't imagine what it is.
Mrs. Lear, I didn't open the door. I think we're locked in.
What? It's a crash door. It has to open outward.
Open locks, whoever knocks.
What?
That's right.
It's
Talking about?
It's part of the Scottish play. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks. Knock on the door, and it will open. Trust me. It's part of the curse.
Maybe we shouldn't be doing the Scottish play. Man, this is just like Paranormal Discovery. Cursing is real!
That's crazy! Curses aren't real. Just because we're in a theater and someone says Macbeth.
I knocked on the door. I said open locks, whoever knocks, like he said, and the door opened.
I'm not sure it was really locked in the first place, but it is freezing in here. We'll rehearse again tomorrow.
Mrs. Lear, is this Scottish curse play thing for real?
No, there is an explanation.
So?
So what? It was the air conditioning.
What about the door?
It was stuck.
Doors like that don't stick, Jessica.
There's a logical explanation.
It's logical to me, but not to you. I'm contacting the producers of Paranormal Discovery.
Oh, don't you dare!
Okay.
How come indeed? This sounds your noise?
I heard the owls scream and the crickets cry. Did you not speak?
Yes. Who was in the second chamber?
Donovan.
This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say sorry sight.
Methinks I hear a voice cry, "Sleep no more! Macbeth does murder sleep!" What have we got today, Louise?
Okay, we have a haunted gas station, a haunted Burger King, a haunted Cadillac, a hamster, possessed by the ghost of Thomas Jefferson, and a waffle with the image of Elvis.
We've already done all those shows!
Oh, well, Louie, here's something new, a haunted high school.
What's the setup?
The Bram Stoker High School is putting on a production of Macbeth.
Isn't there some kind of a superstition that goes along with that play?
It's supposed to have a curse. According to a witness at the first rehearsal, there was a sudden drop in temperature, and the students couldn't open the door.
It's not bad. It's not good either.
Well, we've never done a show with a Macbeth angle.
Do you think there's anything to it?
Well, yes. You know, when I was in high school, drama club was putting on Macbeth. The day of the performance, there was an earthquake, and the entire theater was destroyed.
Was anybody hurt?
Heavens, no! But San Andreas Fault High School was never the same again.
We can try it. I just don't want to go. Mrs. Lear, I don't think we should do Macbeth.
Why?
Well, for one thing, it isn't funny.
It's a tragedy. It's not supposed to be funny. The students have to read in English. Why shouldn't they perform it?
I saw a movie version of Macbeth, and I found it to be quite disturbing. Well, at least for the parts I could understand.
Cat is really excited.
It has blood and violence and murdering and unpleasant things. I just don't think that it'd be appropriate for Bram Stoker High.
They want to perform it. It's a fantastic educational opportunity, considering they have to read in English. So, why?
Well, my job is to run a tight ship and avoid controversy at all costs. Why can't we do a nice play like Peter Rabbit? That was always one of my favorites.
Peter Rabbit? Peter Rabbit is an elementary school story. These are high school students.
So there's nothing for anyone to get upset about, like people getting stabbed with daggers and getting blood all over the place.
I guess it was too ambitious.
Principal Wolf.
This is Dr. Cordelia. I was just looking at your school webpage and I noticed auditions for Macbeth.
Okay. Don't worry. Yeah, we took care of it. We can't have things like that in our school.
I'm going to make a special effort to attend. Macbeth is one of my favorite plays. When I was in college, I played Lady Macbeth. The strangest thing happened. The actor to play Macbeth came down with chicken pox. Anyway, I look forward to seeing it. Keep up the good work.
What should I look at?
Tell them how proud I am they're undertaking such an ambitious project. I look forward to seeing it.
What? Well, that was sure a sudden change of heart. Welcome. Hello. Welcome.
Do you think anything will happen this time?
Hopefully not. Make sure you get it down. Welcome. Welcome, students. I'm so relieved to see you here. After yesterday's performance, I wasn't sure you'd want to continue.
We couldn't wait, Mrs. Lear.
I'm glad. They still don't know what was wrong with the air conditioning, but that doesn't seem to be a problem today. So, Act 3, Scene 1. Macbeth has murdered Duncan, as you know already, and now he's King of Scotland. He's very worried about the witch's predictions about Banquo. So he invites Banquo and his son Cleonce to the castle for dinner. He doesn't want Cleonce to have a chance to become king. So he hires a couple of thugs to murder them. Banquo doesn't get away, but Cleonce does. I need Banquo and the Macbeths, please.
As the weird women promised, and I fear thou played most valley for it. It said it should not stand in thy posterity.
Here comes our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in this great piece.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I request your presence.
Mrs. Lear, it just got really warm in here.
Yeah. Well, we can still rehearse. I mean, we want it to be good, right? Speak for yourself. I feel like I'm in a sauna.
We should go.
No! We can't leave!
Troy, I appreciate your dedication, but it seriously feels like the furnace is running full blast. We need to leave.
But you don't get it! We're going to be famous!
What are you talking about?
Tell them what you did.
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Well, if you won't tell them, then I will.
Jessica, what are you talking about?
My brother, Mr. X-Files himself, contacted the producers of this stupid TV show on this stupid network, and they're sending a crew to Brimstoner High School this afternoon to cover our production.
What TV show?
Yeah. Paranormal Discovery. It's on the
You couldn't be serious!
Troy, what did you tell them?
Well, I told them that we were producing Macbeth and that weird things were happening in our school field.
Why did you do that?
Because he's a weirdo!
This is exciting. I had no idea why I could pay so much attention to school.
Oh my god, it's Louie Louise from Paranormal Discovery!
All right. We're on a very tight schedule.
Yes.
Excuse me, warm in here.
By the pricking of my thumbs.
Something wicked this way, Con.
No, seriously, it's hot.